All right, yeah, definitely, Kenny. It'll be interesting. Barria only on 4 days rest and coming off not a very good start versus Wilkerson, who has pitched extremely well. So yeah, definitely gonna be. What's up? I'm being I'm being overtaken by the Lotte fans. All right. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't really understand the whole choices yesterday. I don't understand. Hey, you got it over. So both teams basically going with the exact same lineup that they used yesterday to get their very commanding wins. Very little different, as in An Chi Hong back into the DH spot, Chan Sung back into right, and Kim Tae Yan back at first. The betters, or the the betters, the better defensive alignments, and but for Lotte, the exact same lineup. I mean, nothing changed at all. Yeah, if they could play Kia and only Kia, then they would literally be unstoppable. All right, well, here comes the first the first pitch. Yesterday it was deposited in the outfield stands. Today it's in there for a strike. But we are underway. 16 games, 7-5, 328 ERA, 266 batting average again. So 114 WHIP. That 114 WHIP is number one in the league. ERA fourth in the league. The one thing is he has not pitched well against Hanwha. He is actually 0 for 2 or 0 and 1 in his 2 games against Hanwha. Wang Young-mook hitting 317 on this season and looks at ball too. Biggest thing for Wilkerson is he gave up 3 home runs in the last game he faced against Hanwha. So can he cut that back? As that's going to be a 4-3 put out and 1 away. So yeah, I mean against Hanwha, he has not pitched well. So yeah, it's real. I'm not sure why he hasn't pitched well. He hasn't really necessarily walked a bunch of people, but he 4.63 ERA against Hanwha, 0 and 1, 11 and 2/3 innings, given up 3 home runs, 11 strikeouts, 2 walks. So he hasn't struck out a lot. He struck out a batter an inning, but he hasn't walked a ton of guys. But he's given up 7 runs, 6 of them earned to Hanwha in the 2 games. Hanwha's hitting 277 against him, not the highest against him, but pretty far up there. And the John Jin Hyuk looking at an 0-2 count here. So the 3 games this week, he's 0 for 6. Did have 4 walks, but yeah. And way outside. Oop, wrong button. There we go. I think it's a good philosophy. And that one's lifted in the air. Shortstop under, 2 away. So in the league, he's 101 and 2/3 innings. That's the most. 12 quality starts. That's the most. WHIP of 1.14. That's the most. And strikeouts per walk, almost at 8. That's the first in the league. Again, he's basically. I'm not going to give you a free pass. You're going to have to beat me. If you can't hit the ball, you're just not going to win. As Peraza looks at ball one way outside. And looks at ball two way up high. This week he's hitting 300, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. 2 of them came on that home run. Last 5 games, 333, 6 hits, 4 RBIs. And swing fouls that one, but caught in 2-1. And 2-1, that's popped way up in the air. Third baseman under it, 3-away. Doesn't get one out of the infield, and it's a very Barnes-like evening, Allen. That'll be the end of the first for Hanwha. They go down 1-2-3, and yeah. Kind of what I expected at this point with Wilkerson on the mound. Barria on the mound for Hanwha. Again, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. They could have had him on regular rest and Ryun Jin on regular rest this weekend, or if both games round out, they could have had all 3 foreigners lined up to pitch Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. But instead, Barria is going on short rest. And not only that, Barria is going on short rest. He's only pitched in 4 games. He's started 4 games, but one of those wasn't a full start, as it was. He's just getting used to the league and starting. But they could have had Ryun Jin go on short rest. Especially since Ryun Jin pitched in the first game of the doubleheader on Sunday. So if they were planning on having Ryun Jin go on short rest, or if they were having Barria go on short rest, why did Barria not start the first game of the doubleheader where he was already in line to be the starter? None of it makes sense. Like, literally not one thing that has happened makes any sense whatsoever. Barria 4 games, 2-1. Did take the loss the last game. 2.49 ERA, 2.41 batting average against, and 1.11 WHIP. Strikes out quite a few. Doesn't walk very many. So we'll see. We'll see how he is. He did start throwing that 2-seam that I really was hoping that he would throw. Wang Sung-bin will lead things off. 364 in first pitch swing, and that's going to be Lee Do-yoon, and 1 away. Yep, could. I mean, the only thing I think is he wanted to have he thinks Barria on 4 days rest is better than Jo Dong-wook. But Yoon Dong-hee this week, 250, 3 hits, 1 RBI, 4 walks, and looks at strike 1. And 1-1. And that's foul down the third base line. Bounces off the bullpen and into the field for the ball boy to field. Still getting everything just situated, and that one's outside. 2-2. So Yoon Dong Hee 3. April and May hit 236. May hit 366. Or sorry, March and April hit 236, and that's a single, as he was hitting 316 in the month of June, and that will go up with the single. All right, Jun Jun-ho stepping in. I believe he was out of the series in the last series that they played against him, as that one's in there for a strike. Yeah, I don't believe he played in the last series against Hanwha. Yeah, he's 6 for 15 on the season with a home run against Hanwha. Definitely did not play in the last series, and that's upstairs 1-1. I assume today is a sellout. And swing and a miss. 1-2. 134 with that slider. Barria, again, 4 pitches. Throws his slider a lot. A lot. Slider, then fastball, changeup, and then also throws a 2-seam every once in a while. But mainly he is almost a 2-pitch pitcher. It's almost slider, fastball, slider, fastball, slider, fastball. Will throw the changeup 4 or 5 times a game, maybe 6 or 7. And then the 2-seam 3 or 4 times a game, as the 2-2 counts here coming up. And off the handle and fouls that one back. And 2-2 once again. Jun Jun-ho hitting 307 on the season. Like I said, though, against Hanwha, he's hitting 400 in the 4 games that he's played. Lotte has been a much better team now that he has returned. And the 2-2 pitch, that's a chopper. Second baseman fields it, goes to first, and runner will move over, but 2 out. And that'll bring up the big man, Reyes, hitting 344 on the season. Venezuela, Dr. Felipe Guevara High School. You can always tell the Venezuelans, if you look at the tape, they always have that neon green Shinsege tape on their bats. Every Venezuelan does. And that's catches the outside, 0-2. It's a lot of gold. Yeah, and I believe he is the tallest player in the league at like 6'6", I want to say. And he check swings, fouls that out of play on the ball. We are. See how loud it gets down there? And misses just outside. Yeah. I mean, he's the outside of Machado. You guys were well. I guess Rex had a good season, but he ended up that second season really struggled. That's a swing and a miss on the outside, and they get a single, but not enough. Yeah, he was real good for a half a year, and then the second half he dealt with all the injuries. But Barria gives up the single, but gets out of it easily. 17 pitches, and that's first inning. And again, the pitch count for Barria is going to be, I think, very important because of the fact that he's on 4 days rest. You got a guy that's mainly a reliever for the last couple years on 4 days rest. But No Shuan will lead things off for Hanwha. Let's see, what button do I want? What button do I want? I want that button. Yeah, I mean, who'd you guys have last year? Woodrum? I believe he actually just signed a minor league contract for, I can't remember what team. I saw something pop up. Kium up to an early lead against Kia after a double, a single, and another double. All right, and apparently there was a ball. Once again, they can't manage to get back in time. And that one's down in the zone. Strike. 1-1. Hello, hello. And did he go around? Nope. They didn't even show the umpire making the call down at first. Gonna have to work on our camera work here. No Shuan this week, 3 straight games, 455, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, 5 of them yesterday off of a 2-run homer, and that's a single. And there goes that's perfect game. As No Shuan yesterday, a 2-run shot and then a bases clearing double. Why were they showing that? That made no sense whatsoever. All right, An Chi-hong, he's DHing today, where he belongs. Not at first, and here comes the first pitch. 271 on the season. Looks at ball 1. They've never seen anybody sprint to the dugouts? Oh, no, he's not going to bunt. An Chi-hong said 600 against Wilkerson. And that's in there for strike. 1-1. That's Wilkerson. And 1-1. That's a line shot into center, and they've got Runners at first and second with nobody out. Oh, it's first and second now, though. First and second, no outs. That is the Achilles heel of Hanwha. Failed bunt from Che Sung. I don't think so. You're more likely to get a strikeout than a failed bunt. That is shot straight back up the middle. All right, the runners on first and a second. Che Sung not wearing glasses. And squares around a bunt. And misses the bunts for a strike. He's not wearing glasses, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen him without glasses. No glasses. He's got the eye tape. He's trying to get out of this. Trying to get out. Fakes it, and that's going to be a chopper to second and over to first. And they will move the runners over on that out. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Anything except a bunt, we shall take. Cheong not looking very athletic over there at second base. But that's going to bring up Kim Tae-yeon. Kim Tae-yeon, 288 on the season. Last 3 games, 1 for 10. And that's a single past the diving third baseman and 1 run in. An Chi-hong coming in. And that'll be a 2-0 lead. 네, 한국어 해요. Some reason Wilkerson cannot pitch against Hanwha. And that'll be Lee Dong-yoon stepping in and swing and miss it a pitch outside of the zone. All right, the 0-1 pitch, Lee Dong-yoon ending 250 this week. 2 for 8s, 3 walks. Is the stolen base by Kim Tae-yeon showing the wheels. Showing the wheels. And that was a ball also. And that's going to be a little grounder to the first baseman. And 2 away, but once again moves the runners over. And 2 away. Mary Kate, you actually speak Korean? All right, JJ Own, the number 9 hitter, stepping in 277 on the season. And fouls that one back off of the catcher, and 0-1. All right, the 0-1 pitch coming up. 429 on the season. 3 hits, 3 walks, and 1-1. With runners in scoring position, 227, 10 hits, 16 RBIs. I love the honorific Seo Sumnida Sumniga. And way up high. Those are some ugly looking military uniforms. What is with those are hideous. They could not be any more simple. Or could not be simpler. I don't even English anymore. All right, the 2-2 pitch. 2 outs. Pitch number 30 coming up. And that is fouled out of play. Looks like a sold out crowd out there. So pitch number 19 of this inning coming up here as Wilkerson has struggled here. JJ Hoon versus Wilkerson is only hitting 200. He's 1 for 5 on this season. And another foul. All right, the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, runner on third, 2-0, 200 against Wilkerson, number 2 in the defensive charts. And that's a chopper to third, under his glove, and that's going to score another run. That looked like he was going to field it easily. That just looked like he was running in place. That was awful. All right, well, Hanwha with a quick 3-0 lead. Wang Yang-bu now stepping in, lifted it to left there. Reyes under it, and 3 away. But 4 hits from Hanwha, 3 runs, moving the ball, moving it over, and we will head to the bottom of the seconds. Hanwha up quick, 3-0. More focused on my stuff in the background. There we go. Now my face is lined up and set. What is gonna be the first thing to break? Barria on short rest, or Wilkerson with his difficulties with Hanwha. Long inning there. 21 pitches for him, 33 now on the day, 4 hits there. Barria 17 in the first inning, but right there he had a long break. 20-minute break right there. Maybe a little bit, but 15-minute break before he is gonna make his way back out. So we'll see how he does. And we're back. Hey, I said the bottom. The bottom. The bottom. The bottom. There we go. All right, Barria is gonna face Na Sung-yup to start things off. Jung-hoo and then Che Hong. That is a very bright glove. And swing and fouls it. Strike one. Barria did have a strikeout in the first inning. I love the fact that Barria's glove says number 30 on it, but he's wearing number 20. As number 30 is being worn by Peraza. And the 0-1 pitch lifted foul 0-2. This week, Na Sung-yup hitting 500, 6 hits, 3 RBIs. And the 0-2 pitch coming up. That's way up high, 1-2. Very important game here is, again, most likely the other 2 games of this series are going to be rained out. That's a single passing off the glove of the second baseman, and he's got himself a leadoff single. Kim Tae-yeon diving after it, then just behind him, Wang Young-mook diving after it off of his glove. I was a little bit worried there as it hit off Wang Young-mook's glove and really slowed down in that outfield. Second hit of the day for Lotte. Had a single in his last inning, but didn't get anything of it. And Jung-hoo looks at ball 1. Jung-hoo, 257 on the season, 7 home runs. This week, 273, 2 home runs, 3 hits, 6 RBIs, and that's a strike. 1-1. Ouch! Right off of Che Jae-hoon's mask. Takes the mask off, wipes his face, and says, "It's okay, I'm tough." As the umpire tosses it back. All right. Yeah, I mean, he only had 3 hits this week, and it's like he's trying to be his brother. As that one is fouled away, 146. Barria averages 148 on his fastball. So it is ticked down a few. He was averaging 149 in his first couple games. So as he's pitched a little bit more, it's come down. Might come down a little bit more as he goes deeper into these innings. And throw over to first. Doesn't even slide back. All right, the 1-2 pitch number 26 of the game for Barria. And fouled away. Oh, this is Oh, sorry. I thought it was Che Hong. This is Jung Hoon. I just saw the two letters on the back and just immediately thought Che Hong. Oh, Jung Hoon, the third baseman. I was wondering why he was so dirty. I didn't think the second baseman had dove yet. All right. 257 and looks it's ball two. Already 10 pitches yet in this inning. Oh, they're ugly. Like a, I don't like. I don't like that. All it seems like all it is just a little. As that's a looking strikes in. I can't even talk. I'm trying to talk about Coast Guard little flaps, and that's a strikeout looking at the very top of the zone. Big strikeout there. Now it's going to be Che Hong. I wondered how Che Hong had 7 home runs. I was so confused. That's good. All right, Che Hong, 258 on the season, swings through that one, and it's. I really do like this 3D cutout because it's got to hit both zones to be a strike. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. This week he's hitting only 857. Only 857. 6 hits, 2 RBIs. And he's about to start this weekend off 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Told ya! And 2 straight strikeouts for Barria. And that's going to bring up Pak Seung-wook. I don't think I've ever seen Pak Seung-wook play. Yeah, hopefully they took some melanin and sleep a little bit longer, as that's in there for a strike at the top of the zone. 270 on the season, 341 on base percentage. The shortstop batting in the 8 spots of the lineup, and that misses just a bit up its high. Last 5 games, he's hitting 263 with 5 hits, 4 RBIs, and looks at strike 2 on the outside, top of the zone as Barria drops the ball. Here we go. The 1-2 counts coming up. Leadoff single, trying to get out of it without any damage as Hanwha put up 3 in the top of the inning, and that's another strikeout. Strikeouts. And that's 4 Ks on the night for him. And we will go to the top of the 3rd. Another single, but nothing else comes of it. And a solid inning. 18 pitches in that inning brings his total to 35 with the 3 strikeouts that inning. John Jin Hyuk will lead things off for Hanwha. Popped out to short in his first at bat. All right. Solid start for Hanwha. Yesterday, again, quickly got out to a 7-0 lead in the top or the 2 innings, and then tacked on another one late, but then didn't put any on as Doosan attempted to make the comeback. And so we should be coming back. I will come back early because they never come back on time. So I will be ready when they start. And there we go. John Dean Huck stepping in. And first pitch swinging is strike one, 135 on the outside. And that misses also. 1-1. How does Wilkerson do throughout the games? Does he have a rough inning? As that one is fouled back and out of play. And that is a liner to center field, one away. Get in your throwing lane, because he clutched there as he readjusted himself. And I think a lot of these catchers are going to have to reteach themselves how to catch. There's no more framing. You don't need to frame, so you can reset your feet so that you can catch it in a better throwing position. And I think that's really what they're going to have to do. As that's in there for a strike. Looks like Wilkerson does struggle in the first part of the game. 323 he's in the first, and then 303 in the second. And then after that, he starts to settle down into the 200s for each of the other innings. And that's going to be a chopper. He's running on it and rolls foul. 1-2. His girlfriend and mother. Taking a visit to Busan. Come on. Why is it taking 2 minutes to get back to the... And a pie, 2-2. So did you see the results of the Nagyuan situation? 30 game suspension, 40 hours of community service. And the 2-2 pitch, that's going to be a chopper. Second baseman tries to grab it, gets it, throws in time. Almost an error. I would love to give that an E4-3, but he doesn't quite beat it out. Says Chehong regathers it and just beats out Peraza down the line. See how hard he was running out of the box. He was jogging a little out of the box. If he was running full speed, he might have... Yep, if he would have run in full speed... Oh, this drives me nuts. This is one of the things that's Subaru was very, 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 very adamant about is you need to be running hard out of the box every time. If you see them make the play in front of you, okay, then take off or let up a little bit. If he's running hard there, he's on first. No, she wanted 429 against Wilkerson, and that's going to be a chopper back to the pitcher and 1-3 putouts. Don't like the non-hustle plays. There's one thing that you can control the most, and that is your effort. Hanwha goes 1-2-3 again in the third inning here, and that'll bring up the number 9-1-2. Do not let him get comfortable. Do not let him get comfortable. Only 11 pitches that inning. 44 through 3 innings. Barria 35. Yeah. Again, I just looked up his the first and second inning opponents are hitting over 300 against him. After that, it just starts to slow down. Moon Dong-ju gets hit like 400 against him in the first inning. Oh man, am I tired. I'm sorry. I don't mean to complain about me being tired, but I am freaking tired. Yeah. Alright, we should be headed back here. Hanwha up 3-0 on Lotte. Aye. Oh. Yeah. Alright, it's Barria. Yeah. So they actually did that a couple times in 2018 when Hanwha finally made the playoffs. But luckily, I was right on the edge of it, so I didn't have to deal with it. I hated it. And that's a shot down the line. Cheon Song slides, knocks it down, but that's going to be a leadoff double to the catcher. They are slowly improving their starting to each inning. First inning and outs, and then second hitter with a single. Last inning, the first hitter with a single, and now this inning, the first hitter with a double. And that's going to bring the top of the lineup up. And Chan Sung slides after it. So I'm not too sure. Not a best line, but at least he knocked it down as he was sliding. At least slowed it down. Otherwise, that might have been a triple. And Wang Songbin steps in, including today's 3 straight games with a double. I don't know why they put including today. Oh, never mind. I thought they were talking about Wang Songbin. I was like, why are they counting today? So Wang Songbin hitting 362 on the season, grounded out to shortstop in his first at-bats, and swings and a miss, and that's 0-2. Wang Songbin really cheated out of a spot in the the All-Star game. I think he'll eventually get added to the All-Star game, but as he's gonna go upstairs and fouls that one, and to some Hanwha fans down the third baseline. Yeah, something changed because he's 30 stolen bases and with 4 failed. Before he had the last 2 years, 19 stolen bases, 17 failed. Obviously, the bigger bases help a little bit, but it's not that much. And he fouls that one off again. He's hitting .313 with runners in scoring position, 10 hits, 8 RBIs from the leadoff spots here. I wonder how long his hitting streak is. And the 0-2 pitch once again. And that's in the dirts. And he's going to be at first. It's going to go as a strikeout. That is Hanwha. Gets him on the strikeout. J.J. Hoon tries to backhand that instead of getting in front of it and blocking it. He loses it. Wang Sung Bin is just too fast. Not only that, but Sung Sung Bin moves to third. And now they've got runners at the corner with 0 outs instead of a runner on second with 1 out. A very, very big change. And that's going to bring up Yoon Dong-hee. Yoon Dong-hee 1 for 1 on the day with a single and checks over Wang Sung Bin. Wang Sung Bin, obviously, I just talked about earlier, a lot of speed. All right. Big inning here as he checks and slides back in. Yoon Dong-hee just missed its runners in scoring position, 300 and something. And there he goes. Safe. So instead of 1 out, runner on seconds, you've got 0 outs, runners on second and third. Like, not even close. And he didn't look like he had that big of a jump. He's just fast. All right, Yoon Dong-hee looking 305 on the season. Looks at strike 1 there. So no more double play opportunity. Is 1-1 is that was a ball on that stolen base there. And that's going to be a shot to the second baseman. Grabs it, throws to first. And they will get 1 run, but Hanwha will get an out. And that'll run over to third. So Wang Sung Bin also moves over to third, just in case there's a fly ball or a pass ball or something. And John Janu grounded out to second in his first at-bat. The infield is now drawn in, trying to prevent the run at home. And the 0-1 pitch misses inside, 1-1. Sunjanu hitting 264 with runners on the scoring position, 14 hits, 22 RBIs. And fouls that one straight back, 1-2. And way outside. I wonder if any other leagues are like that, where they hold the uniforms with the player's name on the facing the camera, and a swing and a miss, a big strikeout on a pitch in the other batter's box. And that is 6 strikeouts already on the day for Barria. All right, Reyes, 343 on the season, struck out in his first at bat with a runner at second, and looks at ball 1 on the outside. So hitting 404 with runners in scoring position for Reyes, and that misses outside. 2-0. He changed bats. Because I remember, if you remember, I was talking about the grip on his other bat was the Venezuelan neon green, but this one is not. Must have struck out, so he decided that it was entirely the bat's fault, and he needed a new one. Barria, pitch number 54 coming up, or pitch number 19 of this inning. To get out of it with just 1 run, I think he's got to be pretty happy, actually. As that is a single up the middle, and that is gonna score that runner at third. And that strikeout turns out to be massive. As Reyes' mom waving. All the moms are in the building. Mom's day out in Busan. Reyes with the gold chain hanging down. Nawson, yup. Singled in his first at-bat, so 1 for 1 on the day. Looks at ball 1 there, outside. And 1-0. Lifts that one in the air. Chan Sung giving chase forward. Under it. 3 away. But not before they get 2 runs back on a double, a strikeout, and a single. We've got ourselves a little game here. 3-2. We will go to the 4th inning. Hanwha still hanging on, 3-1. They will have their 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Barria at 56 pitches now, as that was a 21 pitch inning there. Wilkerson, they had the 121 pitch inning where he gave up the 3 runs, but the other 2 innings have been 12 and 11, so we'll see where these pitch counts go. Again, Barria is on 4 days rest. Normally, a short rest would be 5 days in the KBO, where you're pitching on Monday or Tuesday, and then you're pitching again on Sunday. But he pitched on Sunday and now is pitching again on Friday. So quite a bit less rest. Not a, hasn't been in the league very long. And again, I got it. You would think, but this will be his last start until after the break, so I don't think it's too big a deal, as that's in there for a strike on the inside. So I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. If it's pretty much going to be 100 pitches, I think, what the normal would be, just because this will be the last time he pitches until after the break. And that's foul. Kim Tae-yeon, he's got a single, a stolen base, and a run scored, and 2 RBIs. And that bounces in the dirt. 1 and 2. I'm assuming you mean Kim Tae-yeon, because I don't know. No problem. He's up now if you're wondering too much. And, sorry, he's coming up, as that's a swing and a miss. 1 away. First strikeout for Anchion. Under 1.5, you already lost. He had a single and a stolen base. Wouldn't that be 2 bases? And this. I always thought it counted. So Chan Sung swings through that one. 0-1. And walk, right? And the 0-1 pitch lifted into center. Wang Sung-bin under it. And 2 away. Oh, wow. I always thought walks and stolen bases counted. Yeah, Wilkerson is definitely settling in. Kim Tae-yeon will step in now. Like I said earlier, he has a single, a stolen base, 2 RBIs, a run scored. He's done it all so far. And the average sitting at 291 now on the season. And is in there for strike. Yep, he's up right now. So hitting 667 against Wilkerson on the season, and that's way outside. 1-1. 667 seems really high, but that just means he's 2 for 3. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Come on, Kim Tae-yeon, get your stuff together. Pitch number 10 of the inning for Wilkerson coming up here. And fouled straight back. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch to Kim Tae-yeon. And that is a strikeout looking. And that'll be 3 away, and Hanwha goes 1, 2, 3 again. And another 11 pitch inning puts him at 55 on the day through 4. Just window shopping. Man, the people outside my apartment are loud. Chicken allergy. Yep. Here, you'll hear this music. Let's go, let's go. When you hear let's go, that means it's Kim Tae-yeon time. No problem. Actually, where we got here? What do I got? Here you go. Here's his autograph. You want that one too? All right, so we're back. Bottom of the 4th, Jung-hoo struck out in his first at-bats, and looks to strike out there. 6 strikeouts already for Barria. And the 0-1 pitch fouled straight back. I don't remember how I got his autograph. I think it was a package thing that I got for something. I drew his name. All right, the 0-2 pitch coming in way outside. 1-2. Barria looks tired. Kenny, what's the weather like down there? And fouls. That's one back. Cause I thought it was kind of nice down there, wasn't it? Like 24, 25? Yeah, it says it's 24 right now. I wonder if they'll try to get the PM game in on Sunday. And that's a swing and a miss way above his head as strikeout number 7. So since May, they've just been a different team. Just easiest way to understand it. And Chae Hong stepping in. He is also 0 for 1 on the day with the strikeouts. I just wonder, Hanwha swept Lotte that one series, and it really changed. Like, I wonder what it would be like if that had not happened, as that's a single into the hole, and once again they've got another runner on. They've had a base runner in every inning so far. Single in the first, single in the second, double, a single in the third, and now another single here in the bottom of the fourth. Lots and lots of high pressure pitches from Barria. Pak Sung-hook stepping in. He also struck out in his first at bat, hitting .269 on the season. And that is crushed. Off the top of the wall, though. And that will bring him in from first. He just missed that. Barria is lucky that they're playing in Busan, because that was a homer any other stadium in the league. The old changeup. Yeah, I thought that was I thought it was 5 or 6 rows deep. Yeah, he thought it was a homer too, and he's like, oh crap, I gotta get back. That was absolutely crushed for a double. All right, Son Sung-bin stepping in now. Doubled in his first at-bats and hitting .208 on the season. Misses inside. Kenny, did you ever find me any of those highlighter uniforms? I hate those stupid clappers. Thank you, sir. I keep looking, but I saw as that's a single through the diving third baseman, and Lotte will take the lead. Well, yeah, because I have one uniform of every team that I'd like to get. Yeah, I mean, well, right now we're back at the top of the order here. He's thrown 12 pitches this inning, threw 21 pitches last inning, and Hanwha then went 1, 2, 3, threw 18 pitches the inning before that, and Hanwha went 1, 2, 3. So, he's thrown a lot of pitches, and Hanwha is not helping him get any breaks. It's yeah, as that one's outside 2-0. I mean, he's right now he's at pitch 70. He's thrown 14 pitches this inning with only 1 out. And again, he's had high leverage situations the entire time because he's given up a single. But again, he's on 4 days rest whenever he's not really a pitcher yet. As that bunt is way up there in the sky. That had to be a 45-foot high bunt. as it's now 2-1. That bunt had to be 45 feet in the air. It said they have the #1 batting average since May. All right, the 2-1 pitch outside, 3-1. Remember, Lotte's manager is who most Hanwha fans wanted to be their manager, but instead the GM decided to hire his buddy. Here, let me help you. Let me help you, Kenny. There you go. I have to delete your message now since I have them all linked together. And Pak Sang-wan into the bullpen. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I mean, you got a good 45 minutes until he bats again. They're not going to take him out, though. He'll stay in, play first the whole game, no matter what the score is. So, luckily, you don't have to worry about that. All right, Yoon Dong-hee stepping in. He grounded out to second with an RBI in his first at-bat. Looks at the ball one there. He's got Pak Sang-wan warming up or getting ready in the bullpen there for Hanwha, as that one misses way, way upstairs. Not only that, Valentine, don't forget the KBO does a 5th inning stretch. So they'll be after the next inning, there'll be a big, giant 3-minute break too. So Yoon Dong-hee hitting 333 of the runners in the scoring position, and that's way, 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 way up high. And 3-0. So again, Pak Sang-wan warming up. And Hanwha deserves this. I'll say it now. Hanwha deserves this. The manager was an absolute idiot with what he was doing with the going with Jo Dong-wook instead of having him pitch in the bullpen, instead of going with there's ball 4. Yeah, I mean, the manager is an absolute idiot. They can show the camera on him all that they want, but he's a moron. He literally he brought up a guy that's a starter and had him throw 1 inning yesterday. In yesterday's game, they're up 6 and they have him throw 1 inning instead of starting today's game on a full week of rest. Instead, they have Barria, who just pitched in Sunday night's game, on 4 days rest. When he wasn't a starter earlier this year, he was a bullpen guy for Cleveland's AAA team. It's not like he has an arm built up to be able to do this. And now he's at 77 pitches, 21 pitches in this inning, 21 pitches last inning, 18 pitches the inning before, and Hanwha just keeps going 1, 2, 3. So Jun Jun-woo stepping in now, first pitch swinging, but struck out in his last at bat. But again, this is a situation that is 100% brought on by managerial decisions earlier in the week that were just mind-blowingly stupid. As that one is fouled away, and it's 0-2. I would love for Barria to get out of this. It's the first time he's had the bases loaded since coming to Korea. He's gassed. This is about to be pitch number 24 of this inning. Jun Jun-woo is hitting 1,000 with bases loaded. He's 1-for-1 with four runs, which means he had a grand slam. Can you guess which team it was? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It was against Hanwha, and it was against Hanwha in a situation that I called that it was awful. It was a situation against Pak Sang-won. I said, oh God, this is awful. And then the next pitch, he hits a grand slam. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. A huge, huge strikeout for Barria. Does not change anything I've said. Still an absolutely stupid decision by the manager yesterday. That's going to bring up Reyes. Reyes is 1-for-2 with a single and an RBI. 345 on this season. 1-for-2 today. And he pops him up. Center fielder back. Catches it as he falls into the fence. And he grabs his neck as he's coming back. It should not have been that close, but I'm going to tell you this right now. It should not have been that close to the wall. The guy that caught that at the wall is an awful defender who makes really, really bad routes. So while, yes, he caught it at the warning track, it should not have been that close of a play. He is not a good defender. Like I said before, yesterday's game. Jang Jin-hyuk in center is a bad defender. Kim Dae-yeon in right is a bad defender. An Ji-hong at first is a bad defender. And Peraza in left is a bad defender. They got away with the win yesterday, but yeah, they yeah. He gets out of it. I have to imagine that that's it for him. 81 pitches, 25 pitches that inning. Gives up the lead. Luckily, only gave up, the 2 runs there as he loaded the bases and gets out of it. Alright, we will go to the top of the 5th. Big inning for Hanwha. See, look at him. He's just gliding back there. He's running with the ball. Why did they call it a super catch? It definitely was not. All right, Lee Do-yoon is stepping in. Hanwha's. All right, 0-1. Wilkerson, this inning is massively important as he just misses on the outside. Lee Do-yoon hitting. Oh, yeah. And that's going to be a chopper. First baseman Wilkerson over. And good defensive cover by the pitcher, and one away. So again, very important first inning here for Wilkerson, as again he sat for quite a long time there as he gets up there, throws 10, 12 pitches, sits back down. Lotte gets a bunch of runs, then he sits back down, gets back up. JJ Hoon is stepping in now. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI, hitting 282 on the season, and looks at ball one. Wilkerson, 4 games this month. He's 3-0, 182 ERA. Just want to remind everybody that he was my preseason pick for the pitcher of the year for the KBO. Is that one misses 1 and 2. My 2 of my 3 picks are looking pretty good. I said Rojas for MVP, and then Wilkerson, as that is lifted. Left fielder catches it 2 away. Yeah, my MVP award, I picked Rojas, and then my pitcher of the award, or Chedongwan award, was Wilkerson here. And then my rookie of the year was Wang Jun Saw, who started out really well, then moved out of the bullpen into the starting lineup. Pitched all right. Yeah, the center fielder is not a good center fielder. And Wang Young Mook will now step in, and first pitch swing, and fouls that one off. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a 4-3 ground outs and a fly out to left. That is ball one. Wang Young Mook hitting 313 on the season. Ball to outside. All right, the 2-1 pitch, 2 outs. Wang Young Mook, the second baseman, is that one misses upstairs, 3-1. The leadoff batter, Wang Young Mook, second baseman. And fouls that one into the Hanwha fans, giving the souvenirs, making sure he takes care of those that made their way into enemy territory. And full counts here. First full counts of the day for either pitcher. And that is line to center. And outside of that second inning, Hanwha has been 1-2-3, 1-2-3, and 1-2-3. And we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Yep. He did have to throw 13 pitches that inning, though. That's the second most he's had to throw in an inning. Hanwha's wearing him down. 68 pitches now. We'll see. Does Barria come back out? He's at 81 pitches through 4 innings. Do they bring him back out and hopefully that he can get through the 5th inning, or do they head into the bullpen already? That is thy question for all who would like. Nasun Yup will lead things off for Lotte. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Only Lotte hitter that did not get to step into the batter's box last inning. Well, Kenny, at the same time you say that, you also got a guy starting on 4 days rest when you had another starter. So I think they're going to keep him out there. Again, this manager is well known for ruining pitchers' arms. So we'll see if what happens here. Nothing has been announced that there's a new pitcher, and he is still out there. 18 pitches, 21 pitches, 25 pitches, all of that while Hanwha has been going 1, 2, 3. As security makes them go away from the guy throwing off the first pitches. That's a swing and a miss. 0-2. It could be because he's facing. He's not even facing the bottom of the order. He's facing the 5, 6, 7 hitters. So again, I don't know, but so many other things I just don't know. Is that misses, and that's 1-2. So he's tied his career high in the KBO with 8 strikeouts so far. He's looking for strikeout number 9 here on the 1-2 pitch, and that's fouled away. All right, the 1-2 pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Nasun Yup hitting 314 on the season with his 1-for-2 day. Hey, he looked tired last inning. Again, the biggest thing is I keep talking about it because it's so important. 4 days rest. He's had long, rough innings, as that one's fouled away. 137 there. He's gassed. He doesn't have much left. His fastball is hitting around 143, 144. He averages 148 with it. He's got nothing left. He's smoking mirroring it. As here comes the 2-2 pitch that misses low. 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch fouled away. Gets the first just missed. All right, once again, the 3-2 pitch. Here comes the 9th pitch of the at-bats. And make it 10 pitches. 우리가 남이가 조용동맹. Lotto 1등 X Lotte 1등 O. Yeah, I mean, Barria is doing everything he can. He's going to try to blow up past him, and that's not going to do it. That's Wong Young Mook over to his right, grabs it, throws to first, and 1 away. 10 pitch ground outs. Got to take that any day of the week, though. Lunging forward, not keeping the bat back. As that one way up high, almost hits him in the head. Jung-hoon 0 for 2 on the day. He's 2 strikeouts, so that's just way up high. He's not even coming through on the ball now. Pitch number 94 coming up. And that one misses inside. 3-0. Guy walking past the camera, blocking it, doesn't want anybody to see that he's at the Lotte game. He's supposed to be working. And the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. Iminu warming up now. And whoop, wrong button. And it's Jung-hoon is batting for Lotte. Full count, 3-2. Run down, welcome. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Pitch number 97 of the day, and that's ball 4. All right, you got to bring in somebody else. No? No? Just going to keep him out there, huh? Just keep him out there, huh? And foul just behind the bullpen. Yep. Here comes pitch number 99. 99 pitches on 4 days rest. Yep, I live a couple blocks from Hanwha Stadium. I've been here since 2014. All right, Chae Hong, 0-1 pitch here. He's 1 for 2 on the day. And that misses inside. 1-1. Yeah. Rundown. The picture you're watching is actually from the same stadium that they're playing in too. All right, the 1-1 pitch, that's fouled away. 1-2. 807. Yeah, in 2018, I went to all 9 of the stadiums plus one of the second stadiums. So yeah, no more. Ooh. Just in there. No blue seats out there anymore, Kenny? Yeah. Maybe next year I'll go to all the stadiums again. All right, the 1-2 pitch, that's misses way low, 147. He'd like a new ball. I'm just waiting, Kenny. I'll get new pictures whenever I'm managing the team. Yeah, I speak Korean, not very well, but I speak it conversationally. I can understand most of the things I need to. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Runner on first, 1 out. Pitch number 102. And fouled away. 146 on the gun. Another 2-2 pitch coming up. Rundown, where are you at? Trying to own the Hanwha Eagles? I don't think so. I'd manage them. That's about it. All right, the 2-2 pitch, and that is lifted into center field. John Jin Hyuk grabs it. The throw to first, not in time. And that'll be 2 away as they tried to double him up at first. John Jin Hyuk does not have a very good arm in center field. Third baseman is gassed now. All right, Pak Sung-hook doubled off the top of the wall in his last at-bats, 1 for 2 with an RBI, 272 on the season. And that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 138. Pitch number 105 coming up for Barria. They're going to pitch him here, and then he's going to be taken off the roster. As that's a swing and a miss, 0-2. He'd like to finish this 5th inning with a strikeout, keeping the lead to 1, and then let Hanwha take the lead in the top of the 5th, or top of the 6th. Yeah, it's the same. You guys got too many first basemen. And that's outside, 1-2. Gonna have to guess that this is his last batter. $15-0 Kiam over Kia. Who's pitching for Kia? Or who was? Im Gi-young, the same guy that threw 6, the same guy that threw 6 innings of shutout baseball against Hanwha last weekend. All right, the 1-2 way outside once again, 2-2. The KBO is the most unpredictable game in the world. I don't know how you guys bet on it, honestly. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, and that's going to be a grounder through the first baseman, and he is going to go first to third, and runners at the corner. Valentin the 5th inning, Hanwha's already batted in the 5th inning, and we still have a LG did, and like I said, that'll be his last batter. Can't believe him that they left him out that long. I mean, 108 pitches for the guy on 4 days rest. So we'll have a new pitcher. Iminu will make his way in, trying to get out of this inning without any more damage. I mean, just run the guy into the ground. LG won the. LG is in second right now. They've been playing third as they lost. They've been playing much better. Right now, they're losing to NC though. Samsung trying to make a push for first as they're up 4-0 on KT. This is the only game that's very competitive tonight. I guess they had a couple more hits there. One hit there. So Iminu will again make his way in. Barria, final line on the day: 108 pitches, 71 for strikes, 8 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, 4 runs, all earned. He is responsible for the 2 men on base. Last time I was in the U.S. was 2017. Iminu, 34 games, 1-1, 2.15 ERA, 6 holds, 2.43 batting average against, 29 and a third innings, 8 walks, 29 strikeouts, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, I know the other starting third base were Han Dong-hee out like 6 weeks or something with an injury. So Sun Sung-bin, first pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. Sun Sung-bin 2 for 2 on the day with a double, an RBI single, which is currently the winning run for Lotte. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. Oh. Man, I just missed the one stat I wish I had. So, Sun Sung-bin, 167. I'll play his music, don't worry. 167 with runners in scoring position. 3 hits, 6 RBIs on the season, and that's going to be a Little League stolen base out at home. Little League idiots on the base paths, courtesy of the KBO. And that's going to be a 2-4-2 play at the plates and 3 away. So we will go to the 5th inning stretch. I'll be back. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Refill your beverages. Rundown, if you look in the description, I tell you the website where you can actually watch in the US now. So check that out. If not, I'll let you know whenever I get right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, John Jin Hyuk will lead things off for Hanwha. And he misses the bunt. Alright, rundown, did you figure it out? Foul back to the back. Alrighty, the 0-2 pitch to John Jin Hyuk, hitting 248 on the season, 0 for 2, and looks at ball one in the dirt, 1-2. John Jin Hyuk popped out to the shortstop and then flew out to his counterpart, the other center fielder. Wilkerson is still out there, 71 pitches now through 5+ innings. And that is going to be a slap to the left fielder, one away. Why do they do that? Stupid Little League double steal. Like, once again, more stuff that I would never do. And it's not that it's not the doing it, it's the doing it so often that they expect it. Like, that's the problem. Is the other teams expect it now, so they practice it because they know it's going to happen. Is that's fouled away, 1-1. That works when they're not expecting it. It's like the suicide squeeze, a couple weeks ago with Moon Hyun Bin. Why did that work? Because they were never expecting it. Can you do it again? No, you can't rely on trick plays to be consistent. That's why they're called trick plays. Why is this? That didn't make any sense. All right, here we go. The 2-1 pitch to... Why is it not popping up? There we go. The 2-1 pitch to Barria. That's ripped into right field, and he will have himself a 1-out single. Yeah, base runner. Hanwha might remember what that is. Again, only base runner that they have had outside of the second inning when they got all 3 of the runs. No Shiwan will be stepping in now. 12 straight runners with no hits. Not even no hits, no base runners. And No Shiwan, 1 for 2. Led off started that second inning with a single. Looks at ball 1. Rundown, did you find SOOPlive.com? Yeah, Peraza finally got on base. All right, No Shiwan, no problem. Actually, you can search this same name, Dreads Rock TV, and I'm on there. I'm talking to them about streaming on their platform also. So if you want to add me there, or I think it's follow on that site. And the one in there at the bottom of the zone, 1-1. I think we're gonna end up having a double. SOOPlive.com. If you live outside of Korea, you can watch live now. It used to be Africa TV, which people watched before, as that's fouled 1 and 2. And so yeah, it's Soup Live. Soup is the app, SOOP, or Soup Live. If you're watching from a web browser, they yeah, they used to be. Where's my? Just one. Why? And that's a pop up in foul territory, 2-way. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why one of my things just disappeared. There we go. There you are. There you are. There you are. All right. 2 outs, and that's going to bring up An Chi-hong, the DH. All right, An Chi-hong stepping in. He is 1 for 2 with a single. All right, the 0-1 pitch. And checks over on Peraza as he slides in. Peraza has been stealing a lot more, been successful. He's 7 for 11 on stolen base attempts this year. At one point, he was 3 for 7. So I believe he's got 4 straight stolen bases. The catcher for Lotte does not throw people out very well. So An Chi-hong, 0-1 pitch, and that's outside. One thing is, Peraza would definitely rather run with a left-handed hitter up, because blocks the view of Peraza a little bit, makes it harder to throw. As the left-hander, he's got to kind of step away from the bag as he scoots back, does a little shuffle step. Mohanen kyo. Mohanen kyo. All right, and again the throw over to Peraza, and he struts back. Oh, what is it? We'll give him some stealing music. Yeah. And that's fouled back, 1 and 2. Big inning here. Pitch count. Here comes pitch number 16. And foul. Yeah, only need 4 more. He's trying to keep his quality start streak going. And Hanwha used their closer yesterday in a 6-run game. Ended up giving up a home run to make it 5-run game, but and that's foul down the first base side. Wilkerson's ERA down to 3.35 now. Actually, should say up to 3.35. Came into the game 3.28, but will drop down below that if he gets on Chihong out here without giving up any more runs to get the quality starts. And the 1-2 pitch coming up. And that's going to be a 6-4 putouts. Hanwha gets a base runner finally, but that's all they can do, and we will head to the bottom of the 6th. I believe that's 5 in a row for him. No, 6. Because even though he had a quality start against Hanwha, even though he lost, I don't know if he had what he had before Hanwha, because they only show the last 5 games. That was another one, so that's 6. 7. 8. I believe this is his 9th straight quality starts. I just did a quick scour through his last few starts. Last time he did not have a quality start was against NC back on the 28th of April. Alright, so we should be back now and bottom here. Who's out there for Hanwha? Iminu still out there? No. Iminu still out there? No, only threw 3 pitches, so not a big deal. She's getting all the text messages saying, hey, you, all right, Son Sung-bin, 2 for 2. He was still batting once he had that beautiful Little League double steal failed attempt. And 1-0. Fouls that one. 1-1. So Wilkerson now 86 pitches for him. 18 pitches that inning. Not a big deal as he was coming off of the long break. All right, the 1-1 pitch to the number 9 hitter and way upstairs 2. And 1. And the 2-1 pitch, chop to the first baseman and an E3. What do you mean? They're asking if it's an error. The announcers are like, should we look at that again and see if that was an error? What do you mean? Look at it again? You didn't see it the first time? What the hell were you doing? stopped looking at the ball. Eighth error of the season for Kim Tae-yeon, and that's gonna bring the top of the lineup up. They took advantage of the mistakes back in the third inning. And let's see what they do here as that slides back in. All right, he's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, but reached on the strike 3, and that's going to be a 1-6 putout. 1 away. 3-6, not a 1-6. But switch spots with a much faster runner. You think? You think you're gonna give him that long? He's already got 1 stolen base. Yoon Dong-hee, single, a ground out RBI, and then a walk in his last at bat. 1 for 2 on the day. And there he goes, easily in there. Not even close. 32nd stolen base of the season for him. I didn't think it would take that long, Kenny. He needs to raise that chest protector up. He's catching his on his shoulder pad. Oh, Yoon Dong-hee, apparently that was a strike. And that is a ball on the outside. They do have to worry about him stealing third base. I don't know how many times he's stolen third base, but I know he has stolen it a couple times. So you got a right-hander up. Stealing third base is very difficult throw for the catcher. And the 1-1 pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. 1-2. At this point now, you don't want to steal because it could be the third out at third, and Yoon Dong-hee with runners in scoring position, 333 on the season, 24 hits, 35 RBIs for the right fielder as Imeno steps up, spins around, and Wang Sung-min goes back. Is that a... Should be 3 outs here. Or, sorry, it should be 2 outs with nobody on. And that's way outside. 2-2. All right, so maybe we'll get another pitch tonight. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside of the zone. And big strikeout there. And that's going to bring up Jun Jun-ho, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Is the only Lotte player not to reach safely so far in this game. He just got some tips, some hitting tips from his coach. telling him to keep his shoulder back. He's lunging forward, and we'll see what it does. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, and that's first pitch swinging, pops that foul. Che Jae-hoon giving chase into the well, but hits on the top of the dugout as Che Jae-hoon jumps into the fencing, and strike one. Yeah. Tell me about it. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Way upstairs. You know, it's kind of one of one and one of, or you know, like it's good to see it, but at the same time, and that's way outside. 2-1. Yeah, like at the same time, like I would like to see the hitting coach talking to the guys about hitting. I would like the manager to be watching. Man, Kenny, I was literally I was sitting at my desk today, and I was like I almost passed out. Like I almost fell asleep. I was like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So I had to get up and walk around my classroom a little bit. All right, the 2-1, and oh my. Wow. How did that miss? I want to see the replay of that. Must have caught the top, must have caught the bottom of the zone in the first part, but then the back just dropped too much. Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and that's ball 4. So all of Lotte's starters have made their way on base. All right, Reyes now stepping in, 1 for 3 with an RBI. He struck out, he flew out to center, and also has an RBI single. Oh, swing and a miss, 1-1. Ripped foul. 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch goes upstairs, fouls. That's one off the bullpen. And didn't go around. Didn't even think it was close. All right, the 2-2 pitch now. 2 outs, runners on first and second. And that is lifted into center, giving chase off the wall. That's going to be 1 run in, 2 runs in. Way up high, 1 and 0. Yay. And lifts that one up. Center fielder under it. 3-away. But not before they add on 2 more. And we will go to the 7th inning. Hanwha down 3. An error. A walk. Once again, they take advantage of Hanwha mistakes. That really is the story of the game. They have taken advantage of the Hanwha mistakes. That's how Hanwha won 2 games out of 3 against Doosan. And that is how Lotte has managed to come back and take the lead here. Yeah, somebody said it was 15-0. Oh, it's 15-1 now. All right. Well, Hanwha, does Wilkerson come back out? I think he will. At this point, now he's got a little bit of a lead. Apparently. Nope. Yes, maybe. Yeah, Wilkerson is supposed to come back out. Not really surprising. 86 pitches. Now he's got a 3-run lead to kind of play with. He's going to face the 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters for Hanwha. Outside of the 1 inning, he really hasn't faced much. And we are quickly back. And Ball one. He already has quality start. 6 innings, 3 runs. Looking for a quality start plus. And that's not going to do it, says Cheon Sung. Gives that one a sky high. And that drops in and rolls to Cheon Sung standing on second base. As it was hit too high. Too high. I can't believe he didn't. Look at where the shortstop's at. And that'll be it for Cheon Sung. As we have a pinch runner. Iwan Suk coming in there. And Kim Tae-yeon will step in. In there for a strike. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Kim Tae-yeon. And Kim Tae-yeon 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, a single, 2 RBIs, a stolen base. And that is going to be a single to right. And he will hold up at third. And Hanwha has runners at the corner with no outs. And I think at this point you have to think about Wilkerson coming out. And they've got to go to that Lotte bullpen. They're going to have to go to that Lotte bullpen. Good thing he did not run. All right, 90 pitches. Wilkerson mound visits as they start to get warmed up. Kim Song-soo and some lefty that I can't read his name because heads are in the way. EJ Mak, I think is what they just said on the broadcast. I don't know. It sounds like he's talking with a hot dog in his mouth. All right, Lee Do-yoon is stepping in, the lefty. Do not do that Little League double steal crap. You're down 3 runs. Oh, Chan Ho is pinch hitting. And swing and a miss. Chano, 333 as a pinch hitter. He's 4 for 12. I don't understand this at all. Not at all. As that he misses outside, 1-1. I don't understand why you're pinch hitting a lefty for a lefty. If you were, wanting him to take over, why? Just wasting players. 294 with runners in scoring position on the season, and looks at strike 1 on the outside. tied at 2-2. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Again, and he'll go to first. Hanwha will get a run in. Oh, sorry, it's the top of the seventh. Runner moves over to seconds and RBI out. And now Moon Hyun Bin is pinch hitting. So the only thing I can think is I got nothing. As he looks at ball one. So Moon Hyun Bin is 5 for 12 on the season as a pinch hitter. 417, 2-0. I'm trying to wrap my head around these moves. They're gonna move Wang Young Mook to shorts, Moon Hyun Bin to seconds, John Jin Hyuk out, Iwan Suk to first, Che and Ho to left, and then Peraza to right. That's the only possible explanation for these specific moves. Yeah, those are the only possible explanations that I can think of. As that one misses upstairs. This season, Moon Hyun Bin is 0 for 3 against Wilkerson. Wang Young Mook is on deck there. So, obviously he's not... Yeah, it's definitely his last batter. As here comes pitch number 100 of the day. 3-1. Averages 96 pitches a game. He's at 100 as soon as he releases this. And that's in there for a strike and a full count. So now you've got, but even with pinch hitting here with Moon Hyun Bin, you've got to have EJ Wan has to go somewhere in the lineup. So I'm no idea. All right, the 3-2 pitch and swing and a miss. Why are their faces so shiny? All right, Wang Young Mook 0 for 3 on the day. And fouled away. I think they're gonna let him face here. Yeah, they're gonna let him finish the inning because again, anybody that pitches today is not gonna pitch. I don't know. Well, maybe he would pitch Thursday, but they're expecting rain, so probably not going to pitch again until after the season, or after the All-Star break, as he's definitely went around on that, so 0-2. Oh yeah, that was high, but he swung. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pitch number 104 and number 18 of this inning. And that is a strikeout looking to end his day. Hanwha gets one more run. On a double, a single, and a ground out. That'll be it for him. Oh, final line for him. 7 innings, 104 pitches, 72 for strikes, 7 hits, 0 walks, 4 strikeouts, 4 runs, all earned. And he is in line for the win. Nope. No stupid Manfred rule in the KBO. No Manfred runner in the KBO. But the KBO does only go 12 innings. There's no 15 innings, 20 innings, 27 innings. Remember the before I moved to Korea, the last game I went to was a I want to say 16 or 17 innings. 16 or 17 innings between yeah, 17 innings between the Red Sox and the Mariners. Then it's a tie. There's tying in the KBO. That's why if you look at so whenever in between the innings, so Han Seung-hyuk is out. There's a bunch of changes, obviously, for Hanwha. I was waiting to see what they were, and so I will attempt to get all of this caught up. So Han Seung-hyuk on the mound now. He's 35 games, 2-4, 5.34 ERA, 6 holes, 258 batting average against 32 innings, 17 walks, and a partridge in a pear tree. So, all right, yeah, they just like, oh, Hanwha has a ton of changes. All right, so let's go through these changes. All right, Iwan Suk stays in and moves to center field. And then Jang Jin-hyuk moves to right field. And that is a first pitch, Iwan Suk under it, and 1 away. So again, I'll try to get these fixed and situated. And let's see. The least clutch player in the history of the KBO is now batting 9th. EJ Wan is catching. Oh, wrong language. Still the wrong language. That's the right language. There we go. As that's fouled. 1-1. All right, I think I've got it all fixed and situated. He's pretty good. Chehong is hitting 1,000 against them, 1-for-1. He has games where he's pretty wild though, as that one misses. EJ Wan again can't catch the ball. This is getting to be absolutely ridiculous. The catcher for Hanwha misses and is not able to catch 4 or 5 pitches a game, and it's getting absolutely ridiculous. He looks like a high school or a little league catcher out there. His ability to catch the ball and hold on to it when it hits his gloves is awful. Absolutely awful. All right, the 2-2 pitch coming up. Han Seung-hyuk, Chehong, and that's going to be chopped foul. 2-2. I am enjoying this these drone shots from up above the stadium. All right, the 2-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 1 for him. All right, Park Sung-wook will make his way in to the batter's box. All right, Park Sung-wook, and that hits him in the foot. And Hanwha once again has given them a base runner. First inning, single. Second inning, single. Third inning, single. Strikeouts, double. Fourth inning, walk, single, double, single. Fifth inning, walk, single. Sixth inning, error, walk, double, and now a hit by pitch. So, yeah. Han Seung-hyuk did pitch yesterday's game. 1 inning, 3 batters, 3 outs. Strike 1. Son Sung-bin is 2 for 3 with been on base all 3 times, a double, a single, an RBI, and then reached on an error in his last at bats, and that misses upstairs. 1-1. So Han Seung-hyuk again pitched yesterday. I thought they were supposed to outlaw those orange plastic trash bags. So usually when he pitches 2 straight games, it is not that good. He has pitched pretty well lately. But yeah, when he pitches 2 straight innings, he usually does not pitch well. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I thought that they were no longer having them. They were no longer allowing them at the stadium. they bulk bought from China, as that's a single end to left, and they've now got runners at first and third and first and second. My God, I'm pushing every single button there is because Hanwha is just throwing the ball around the infield or around the field, and now they're gonna. It's I don't know. Can you, Cam? Can you see it in there? It's up there on the screen. As that's gonna be a single and a second on the throw, not an error. Yeah, heads up base running. As they've now got runners at second and third. For the leadoff batter, Won Sung Bin will now step in for Lotte. Trying to add some insurance runs here as the as the Lotte bullpen is getting ready to come out. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Cam. I don't know how to write a lot of the players' names. So right now is the center fielder Won Sung Bin. Yeah, I don't know how to write the players' names in English because there is no like standardized way of spelling Korean into English. So like I don't even put, if you notice, I don't even put the foreign players in English, as that's one that catches the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Won Sung Bin 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, but reached on the strikeout, a walk, 2 stolen bases. Imagine that, 0 for 3 with 2 stolen bases on the day. As that one catches the top of the zone, 0-2. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch to Won Sung Bin, hitting .303 with runners in scoring position, 10 outs or 10 hits, 8 RBIs, and that's outside and low. Ball 1. 1-2. Yeah, I'll give it to you in just a second, Cam. It's on the back side of this sheet. All right, the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that's gonna end the 7th. Keeps them from scoring a run, and we will go to the 8th. Hanwha trying to make its way back. All right. So Peraza has a single and Noshiwan has a single. So Noshiwan has come around to score a run though. I don't know how your total bases. Yeah, so we'll be getting into this the bullpen of of Lotte, which is needless to say not good. Well, they're almost up. It'll be John Jin Hyuk, Peraza, and then Noshiwan. So both Peraza and Noshiwan will be coming up to bats in a few seconds. So Lotte's bullpen is really, really not good. Lotte's bullpen, 4.94 ERA for Lotte's bullpen. Blown saves, Lotte is only 13. They are second to last. All right, top of the 8th here. John Jin Hyuk will lead things off for Hanwha. He's 0 for 3 on the day. What do you need? Do you need 2 bases? So Jin Su on the mound, 18 games, 1-0, 253 ERA, 2 holds, 198 for batting average against, 10 and 2/3 innings, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts, and I got it all. And that's outside ball 1. So Oh Sung Jin, the former Hanwha Eagle, twice. And so we got Jin Su. And over at third base instead of Jung Hoon will be Oh Sun Jin. And strike at the top of the zone. 2-1. Ah, yes, the Chegan Hanwha, Chegan Lotte, Chegan Hanwha. Should we start one here, Kenny and Jake? I think I might win since I'm the only one with a microphone. As a 2-2. Do you need a hit from both, or will a double work, or something like that? All right. You going total bases or just 2 base over? Ah, yeah. Sorry, that's tough. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch to John Jin Hyuk, looking for his first hit of the day, and that's not going to do it, as that's a 4-3 ground out. 1 away. Cam, how about they just both hit back-to-back home runs right here, tie the game up, 6-6. Yeah, Lotte has a good one. SSG does too, but SSG sucks now because SSG Suzuki or some whatever that is, whatever they call it. Peraza stepping in, looks at you, strike 1, 0-1. So Cam, are you 1.5 and 1.5 over for both of them, or are you 3.5 over? And that's outside 0-1 or 1-1. Hey, and the 1-1 pitch misses inside at 2-1. Peraza's mother doing a little praying. His girlfriend watching. Got something in her eye, maybe. Why would you have a pitching change? Peraza's a switch hitter. And that is lifted to rights. Right fielder under it. Nope, they didn't walk him. He just flew out. Here comes the righty, Jackie. Jack. I always forget. I'm sorry, man. I always forget how you write it in Korean so that I can pronounce your name right. As we are gonna have a pitching changed here for No Shuan, bringing in the righty. right. Well, Cam, this is the KBO though. They could still very easily get another at bats. You never know in the KBO. Okay, thank you, Jakey. Is it bad that, like, in order to figure out how to pronounce things, I've now resorted to Korean? All right. So we're back. Kim Sang-soo, 41 games, 2-0, 376 ERA, 12 holds, 253 batting average against, 4 2/3 innings, 12 strikeouts, and a 20-something. Sorry, 12 walks, 20-something strikeouts. No Shiwan stepping in, and he is 1 for 2 on the day with a single, ground ball to the pitcher, and a pop-up to the first baseman. Jakey, do you enjoy... Have you been watching on SOOP now? And 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. I went into the SOOP game earlier. I used the VPN to go in earlier, and the entire conversation is just Korean. Like, it's all Korean. There's no English whatsoever. And a swing and a miss. That was quick. Yeah. Well, 4 at-bats now. 0 for 4. Oh yeah, no. They're definitely because I sent a message in there. I was like, 한국 사람 많아요, and a couple of them were like, "Hey, is that a?" They thought who I. They were like, "Is that? Wait, is that?" Yeah, that's what I heard. I like going into the Korean baseball chats and just putting random English in there or random Korean to see what I get out of it. The option of nothing before. All right, Pak Sang-won now out. 29 games, 0-2, 8.03 ERA, 4 holds, 306 batting average against, 2 2/3 innings, 12 walks, 23 strikeouts. And Yoon Dong-hee, first pitch swinging, fouls that away, and 0-1. What do you mean that's the guy? And that's one away on the ground ball to the third baseman. The kicking guy? Yeah, Pak Song Won is super loud. And ball one. Stupid clappers. Use your hands, people. And that's going to be lifted. John Jin Hyuk given chase, slides, but foul. 1-1. And I'll use my sweet NC Dino's sword to chop them in half, Kenny. Yeah. Why do you have 3 cell phones, lady? What are you doing on the side? All right. Well, here comes the 1-1 pitch. Junjanu swing and a miss. 0-2. He's trying to. Yeah, that's right. And that's buried in the dirt. 2-2. And lifts that one up into the air. He wants up coming in and catches it on the run. 2 away. We're going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Hanwha just setting them up now for the comeback win. Reyes stepping in. He has the 2 RBIs that are going to end up being the winners if Lotte holds on. He changed bats. Again, he struck out in the first inning, changed bats, singled, flew out to center, like running into the wall, sent fly out to center, and then doubled to home with 2 RBIs. It was all the bat, ladies and gentlemen. It was all the bat. As that's going to be another single. And Hanwha has allowed a base runner in every single inning. A base runner in every single inning. 0, 1, 2, 3 innings. All right, so we got a pinch runner here. I'm not going to change it. Nosing up, stepping in. He's 1 for 4 on the day. And the pitch outs. I can't believe he doesn't braid his hair or something. Or at least put a headband on. This is coming from somebody who has hair way, way, way longer than he does. Because, like, I personally, like, when I go walk or something and it's hot out, I'm putting my hair either up high or in a ponytail or something. Like, I mean, again, my hair, like, is my arm's width. Like, you know, from one side to the other is 6 foot. As that's outside 3-0. like, yeah, I mean, I just like even when I play, I always have a headband on to keep them back. Like if you looked at like Pena would always wear a headband just to keep them back. You know, it's not the having long hair; it's the where it flies in your face. Is that's one filed away. All right, the 3-1 pitch. And that's in there for a strike. 3-2. And it caught. 3 away as we will go to the 9th. Hanwha trying to not lose this game. Not Hanwha. Maybe. You never know, Kenny. You never know. No, it's 9:30. 9:30 p.m. I don't play games in the morning. Yeah, I saw that the guy that tries to be like him. Yeah, I saw the guy that has basically grown his hair out and tried to be like the same person, the Lotte fan guy, do his little first pitch. Alright, we should be coming back pretty soon. Gonna face An Chi-hong, Iwan Suk, and Kim Tae-young. Kim Won-jung, 29 games, 0-3, 248 ERA, 15 saves, 216 batting average against, 32 and 2/3 innings, 17 walks, 37 strikeouts. Kim Won-jung. Ooh, wrong button. And first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. So An Chi-hong one for 3 with a single, a strikeout, and a ground out to shorts. And 1-1. And fouled away, 1-2. I mean, what does he do whenever there's a runner on? Obviously, he's not going to be doing that. I mean, I guess he could. He's always pitching from the stretch, so I guess he could. Nobody's gonna run against him if he's doing that. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I guess nobody's gonna run against him if he's doing his little stomp thing. As that's fouled away, 1-2. An Chi-hong hitting 271 now on the season after his 1-for-3 day. And here comes the stomp. In his career, he's 211. Make that less than that as he swings and misses. See, you notice he has long hair. What's he wearing? Headband. All right. Iwan Suk stepping in. First at bat of the day for him. 246 on this season. Swing and a miss. And a swing and a miss. 0-2. Yeah, I know. And that's in the dirt. 1-2. Iwan Suk, 18 strikeouts and 61 at-bats. All right. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Iwan Suk. Fouled away. Stays. It's 1-2. So a little look at scores around the league as this game is finishing up here. NC takes the win over LG 8-2. Kia making the comeback. It's now 15-4 down in Gwangju with Kium. And lifts that to one foul. Stays 1-2. KT ended up coming back from 4 down to take the win against Samsung. So the top 3 teams in the league all lost today. Yeah. And the 1-2 swing and a miss. 19 strikeouts and 62 at-bats. But you keep your ways, old man. You keep your ways. Yeah, the biggest thing for Samsung is they've had no injuries this year. That's the biggest thing is if you can keep your team injury free, obviously that's going to help a ton as that one misses way outside. 1-0. Kim Tae-yeon, 2 for 3 on the day. Good night rundown. I'll be back tomorrow if there is a game. If there's no game, then I won't be here. All right, the 1-0 fouls that one right into the catcher as the catcher puts his hand up for a ball and the umpire just like grabs it and holds his hand. What a truly concerning umpire there. Literally grabs his hand, holds his hand, and then walks in front of him, grabs the ball, throws it back to the pitcher, dances around, and Kim Tae-yeon, the 1-1 pitch. And he steps off and, how about just a hit? All right, now we've got maybe the 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Bounces it in the dirt in front of the plates, but Kim Tae-yeon still swings. As apparently he thought he was playing cricket. Like, that would... I don't even know how to describe... Like... That was just really bad. And he's like, all right, well, he swung at a pitch that was 55 feet before. Let's throw it again and see if he swings at it again. Yeah, I'd try it too. The guy just swung at a pitch that only went 2/3 of the way to the plate. That's right, Kiwi. I was just trying to find you, man. All right, the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a single up the middle. They have just been waiting for Kiwi to make his first comment of the day. Tying run at the plate. And a guy that cannot disagree with you at all, Kiwi. Not at all. I mean, he does have a very, very solid... No, this is his last year. He's a free agent after this year. After he took over, after he gets yelled at by the coach because he's swinging a bat, breaking stuff in the tunnel. No, and swing and a miss. I'm so surprised. Here comes a pitch off the plate. Just off speed off the plate. Here it comes. Or they're going to go up high against him. So, you know, he takes over as the captain of the team. The team's winning. Slams his bat. Subaru comes and tells him to stop. And then he has an error at shortstop. Flips off the scorer. Then he gets mad because he strikes out. Throws his helmet off the back wall of the dugout. It bounces and hits the bench coach in the head. Then he's still captain. Turn your flash off, lady. He's still captain of the team for some stupid reason. And then decides to go get drunk and drive. And then gets suspended for 72 games. But hey, he's back, and nothing has changed. What did I say? Off-speed pitch, off the plates, strikeouts number 3. So surprised! Well, Hanwha, this is, I mean, really, this is what I expected. This game started yesterday, despite the fact that it didn't officially start until today. This game started yesterday when the manager decided to use Jo Dong-wook in the 8th inning of a 6 or 7 run game, instead of having him start today on regular rest. Instead, he had Barria start today's game on 4 days rest, when he hasn't been a starter up until he moved to Korea. He doesn't have the arm strength built up to go 100 pitches yet, and he especially doesn't have it to go 100 pitches on 4 days rest. This was only his 5th start. He ran out of gas once he got over 80 pitches. Why? Because he should not have been starting today. And that this game goes 100% on the manager, because not only that, then he left him in there. And for the 5th inning, again, 100% this loss goes on to the manager as of yesterday. And, very well could have been a win if, Hanwha got out to an early 3-0 lead, ended up giving up the run and the lead soon after that. Wilkerson finally played well against Hanwha. Not great, gave up 4 runs, but huge errors. Kim Tae-yeon at first. Again, he's not a good fielder. He's best as the DH, but whenever you sign An Chi-hong to not play second base, he has to DH because he can't play first. He's even worse than Kim Tae-yeon. Then I don't know what the hell all that substituting Yuan Suk in the lineup, then taking out Ito Yoon for a guy that doesn't even understand how to swing a bat at a pitch in the strike zone. The only thing he ever swings at is pitches off the plate. Not a good defender either. Then you have Moon Hyun Bin pinch hit for Choi Jae-hoon, which would have, even if the shortstop would have gotten a hit, you would have been left with E.J. Won, who hasn't hit anything except a single all season. So once again, the manager shows that he's still stuck in 1985. Still manages like it's small ball. Wong Young-mook up at the top of the order, 0 for 4 again. Jang Jin-hyuk 0 for 4. Again, your best hitter, Kim Tae-yeon, way down on the lineup, 3 hits. He hits 360 in the top of the order, but you want to go with these guys that are super, super inconsistent instead of leading off the game with a guy that's going to get on base 40% of the time, and then maybe have one of those guys in the 2-hole, but having some length down at the bottom of the lineup. But no, you want to again manage like the game hasn't changed in 25 years. So Hanwha takes a loss. Again, this is on the manager from yesterday. Absolutely awful decisions yesterday led to this. They won yesterday, but those decisions yesterday are what caused this. Hanwha falls down into 8th place as Lotte wins another game and has really been a completely different team since May. KT also won. I still think KT is a better team than Hanwha with this manager. So we'll see how long it takes before KT takes over where Hanwha is. Most likely the rest of the games this weekend are going to be rained out. So if they aren't, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5. But if they are, I will see you in the next game. Thank you guys for watching and listening to my final rant. And I'll see you guys next time.